What's up, BookTube? Back with my first video of July. Okay, I'm just going to be real. I am in the single worst reading slump I have ever been in my entire life. And I mean this. I have been reading continually for about 3 to 4 years now. And I've had moments where I have been like, okay, I'm going to switch up things a little bit. And then I get back on track. I usually go to old familiars, old books that usually get me out of it, that I know are old reliables. I thought maybe this would help. I thought, you know what? I'm going to try out the full cast version on Audible of Harry Potter. I'm going to start that over. Do that because I just got done reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it reading it. So I thought, all right, I'll try that. I'll go back to Dungeon Crawler Coral. Like, yeah, I've had it's been kind of up and down lately, but usually I enjoy the cast. No matter what, I enjoy the cast. I enjoy the audiobooks. Tried that. Tried some new series. I've tried some one that I thought I really kind of thought it was a children's series, but it turns out it's far from it. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've tried all of it so far, and be honest, I'm still in that slump. And I'm struggling. But that's just me. So let's get on to the first book. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the full cast edition. Now, what do I think of it so far? It's a mixed bag in a lot of ways. And let me just say, Snape really pisses me off in this full cast audio. He sounds nothing like what he should sound at all. At all. The rest of them, you can be like, all right, I can understand where they're going with this. Dumbledore, I thought, was cast excellently. I like Harry Potter. I like the kids. I like the voice actors in that. I don't have a problem with anything other than Snape when it comes to that. When it comes to voice acting in general. Now, as for how do I feel about the book in general, doing the full cast edition? Well, all right. My first big problem is I kind of go in and out with the narrator. You know, it's a book about, and I get it's written by a woman, but it's a book about a boy. And it having the narrator being a girl kind of takes me out of it. And, you know, you have the narrator speaking, and then you have the characters and the sounds in the background. It all sounds to me like it's in a fishbowl. Now, I have a friend that it got him back reading into Harry Potter. It got him back into it. And he loves it. He absolutely loves it. In fact, I think I'm probably going to do a review with him if I ever can get him on here. Because he just fell in love with these books. And, I mean, he fell in love with it as if it was for the first time. Me, I'm having a little bit different experience. When I read The Sorcerer's Stone back the second time at the beginning of the year, I'm not even joking. Like, that was probably one of the best books I've read of this year. I enjoyed it that much. But I can't say I enjoy it so much with the audiobook. I mean, if I had to say it as of right now, and I'm about halfway through it, it's about 3 out of 5 with me. You know, it seemed like reading it, it felt like there was so much more to do, but it kind of felt like listening to it, it felt like a lot of fluff to get to Hogwarts. Didn't feel that way reading it. Actually, I enjoyed the Dursleys more in the first book than I did in any of the other books. But I just didn't. I'm not enjoying it so far. I'm really not. I'm not hating it, but I'm not enjoying it all at the same time. Like, I should have been done with this book really after about 2 days, The idea that I've still got about 3 to 4 more hours to go in it basically tells you everything you need to know about how I'm feeling towards it. So right now, halfway through, full cast edition, hate Snape's voice, hate the fishbowl sound, not really into the female narrator quite as much. I don't feel like it gives a good flow to it. I feel like everything just sounds like it's in the background instead of the characters standing out more. I feel like everything's in the background. It feels like I'm in a restaurant is how it feels so far. At least that's me so far. So that's basically how I'm feeling towards the full cast audio so far. I am going to do reviews of all of them, but right now it is a 3 out of 5 for me. So this is a book I wanted a short read, and I come across this, The Librarian of the Haunted Library by Brian Yansky. And I thought, you know what? That sounds like an interesting concept. It's only about 200 pages long. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to see where this goes. Hey, who knows? This might be a new favorite series. Don't get me wrong. This book has some good things. But it has some serious editing problems, and it is very rushed, like really, really rushed. It's got great ideas, it's got a great story that is about it. I mean, it's about a guy who just basically, he stumbles upon a town inside a haunted woods, and it's a cool idea. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of him being a librarian for this haunted library in this haunted town that makes no sense. But the book is very rushed. Like, it'll be, okay, then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. I wish the author would have taken time to been like, you know what? I'm going to flesh this out a little bit more. I'm going to spend a whole chapter with each event, and I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to, because there's some times in this that I kind of lose track of which character is which on it. Like I said, there's some editing problems that really should not be there. It should be fixed. But mostly the biggest problem that I have is you have a really good story arc with an interesting character, but you're rushing it too fast. And that's where I'm at now. Now on this one, I'm about at 2 out of 5 on this one. So far, I'm again about half. Well, I got about a little less than 100 pages left in this. I think I'm like at page like 70 left. But it's about a 2 out of 5 for me as of right now. But I'm telling you, this does actually got potential. So if the author does hear this video in any form or fashion, please, I'm not hating on your book, because I think you got something going there. I really do. I think maybe you need to unpublish it and really do some heavy editing and do some like flesh it out more. If you flesh it out more, I really think you could bring this book up to maybe a 4 out of 5. I really do. I think it could be up of that. This book, this series has like 12 books so far in it. But as of right now, it just everything feels very rushed. It don't let the ideas set. It just goes from, and then something happens, and then something happens, and then something happens. And it doesn't really explain or go forward in a lot of ways. And that's its biggest problem. But not really it's got potential, but not enjoying the read so far. Now, as far as one, this is another old reliable. This is one that I went back to, The Bedlam Bride by Matt Dinniman. I believe it's the 6th or 7th. I believe it's like 6th book of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm really enjoying it. I did not enjoy the last one. At all. But this one's a lot better. It's funnier. It's got a lot more Carl and Kadia, and of course Princess Donut. And I'm enjoying it. It's funnier. It seems like it reminds me more of the original version, like the first 2 or 3 books of the series, rather than the later 3 book or later 2 books, because the later 2 have just been really misses for me in a lot of ways. They really truly have. They've been misses. But this one really works for me, and I'm enjoying my time with it. I enjoy the world this go around, which I haven't been enjoying the world. I enjoy the new concepts that they're coming up with. I enjoy the back and forth between the characters again. I felt like Dungeon Crawler Carl had got too big for its britches, basically. It had got too big of a cast, and it was really taken away from really the main interesting characters of it. Because there was so many in the last book that I was like, there would be a death, and Carl would be heartbroken, and I'd be like, who is that character again? Look, when you have a death in something, and your character is distraught about it in the book, and you as a reader cannot even remember how he knew that character, something's going wrong. Something's going wrong. This one feels like it's gone back to its basics, at least as of right now. Now, I've got about 17 more hours in the audiobook to go, so I'm really only about 6 to 7 hours into it. But so far, I am truly enjoying my time. I hope it stays this way, because I'm loving the back and forth between Donut and Carl again, and I'm liking Caddy again. I just hope that they stick with it. I just hope we don't get off in a bunch of convoluted storylines that really don't matter. Kind of expand the world, but you don't expand the characters anymore. Like, keep it simple. Keep it simple. People are reading this because of Princess Donut and Carl. They're not reading it for the other characters. So please, Matt Dinniman, please keep it with those two. That's all I can say on that one. Now, as far as one that I am trying out, that I'm a bit disappointed with, to say the least. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I thought this was going to be a quick, fun read. This has been a rough read. This read does not feel anything like I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like crazy chaos, funny antics. Really just kind of goes into like weird lore in certain chapters, and it forgets the story, and then we're back on the story, and just things happen. The dialogue isn't really that funny or good. There's a few times that I found where I've enjoyed myself in it. When you're 100-page into like a 200-page book, and you're not enjoying this, says everything you need to know. Like right now, this is probably another 2 out of 5 read for me. I'm not enjoying my time with this. I want to get into this series. I really truly do want to get in this series, but I'm starting to wonder if this is for me. I'm starting to wonder if this is got potential for me to go further in, because I don't want to get on another book that's even longer and hate it as much as what I'm currently hating it right now, because I'm dreading reading this book every time I pick it up. Another book I should have been done with in 2 days, and I probably won't get done with this probably for another week or so. I'm just not enjoying reading it. And I don't think it's because of my reading slump. I think I'm just not enjoying it because it's just not a fun book. It don't have that whimsy. It doesn't have that magicalness about it, which it's sci-fi, obviously it maybe shouldn't, but it don't have that funny kind of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy of what I expected. I expected like fun, unique stories, and instead I've got a bunch of character descriptions and a bunch of species descriptions that I guess are supposed to be funny. I'm not really finding it that way too much. I'm not really invested in the main character. It kind of feels like a side character to a certain extent. So I'm not really enjoying my time with this. And it's really bothered me because I want to try this and I want to love this. And I'm just not. But anyways, guys, that's basically my July as of right now. I'm in this slump. I'm having a hard time getting out of it. and I'm not really finding the right book to get me into it, even though Dungeon Crawler Carl is a fun read. It's not pulling me out of it the way I want to, and it's got me worried because I'm like, man, I've got to finish some of these bigger series, these 700-page books, and I'm just not into it right now. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with August reads. I don't know if I'm going to maybe try to read some smaller books, try some more diverse books, or read another Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But anyways, guys, let me know what your July reading is. Hopefully it's better than mine. And as always, guys, thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care.